Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field. Fair of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now, Barney!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Sutton wheeling it in on the left side. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble.
Fumble written next to play one there.
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from your offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him, because right now...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down, 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that is incomplete here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Rosen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's James. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
14. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, flush to his right, fighting to stay upright. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned...
And he's across the chalk, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Smith catches left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Detroit!
4th down. Here's Rosen. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And now it's Rosen looking. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a back, but when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
19.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Detroit!
On second down, Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. If you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
It's a gain of 5 on the play. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen, and that's caught by Smith. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Third and goal, Rosen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns and to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Rosen to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Third and long here for Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
14.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
As they head into the half, good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Oh, he's got a man walk, and he's out right at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Wilson.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. James has it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. This is caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Rashad Penny, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now,